This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome, folks, to Allegiant Stadium, the home of the Raiders, right off the Las Vegas Strip, as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it, this football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back has it on the screen now. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion makes it second and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. First out and more, he's still running. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and of course Saquon Barkley, and the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
The Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. Give it to the back again.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the right side. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So now it's 3rd and short from the +25. They're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Will QB to the tight end for a completion. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. It's a shotgun run call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up fourth down. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. In motion before the snap. First play looking to throw it. On the move now. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Love the call here by the defense coordinator to be able to call this linebacker blitz to come up with a sack. And over the years, Penn State blitzes these backers and are more effective than maybe any school in the country.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch made by the tight end. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. State offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. A huge gain moves the ball to the +22. Great scoring position now.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
They're going to run it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Lions are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The shotgun running play call. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
But what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Penn State. is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. With the catch, it's Hall. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. It's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Looking for some space. It's Hall. Touchdown, Alabama. They begin to fight back here in this championship game.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Breaking free at the 35. They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be 1st down. Keeping it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Just to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. On the run here. Lets it go. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. 1st down from there.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defense coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
And it falls incomplete.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
No hesitation from the head coach. He'll go for it on 4th and goal for the 1. And he'll set up to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Falls incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaking free at the 35. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down at the 42. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
Now it's 2nd down here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bama.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. The Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff from the shotgun. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
On third down, it's a handoff. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Look out, room to run here. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back that can be able to pick up those yards, get those first downs.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Gets some space around the 30. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Boy, this running back is fun to watch, isn't he, Chris? After that run, he's now over the century mark on the day. What an afternoon he's enjoying.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. And the scramble moves it closer to the goal line. The defense able to grab it.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
And the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on 3rd down. Now we got a 4th down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
They'll pass up the chip shot field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Chris, they had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on 4th down.
So the offense begins this drive backed up at the 4-yard line. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. And there's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Has his tip at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They bring the punter onto the field now, and he'll kick it away now for the second time. This one will be fair caught. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
That's another huge gain for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made by the tight end. Touchdown, Penn State. Still no answer for the passing game.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And he knocks through the PAT. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded in the end zone. It's Blue. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. This will likely be the last play of the half. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to begin the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. On the move now. Going to try to use his legs here. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Well, he pays for this one. Heads-up play to use his feet to get the first down, but, man, did he get blasted at the end of that one.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Trying to find room. It's called. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, they get the first down here, Chris, and look at them. They're already at the line of scrimmage, getting the call from the sideline. They're ready to go.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. He shreds the tackle. Good enough for first down yardage.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the toss play now, running to the right. Inside the 25. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the handoff.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they convert. 1st and goal now, coming up at the 5.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Stop right there at the line, no gain. Ball back at the 6 for a 2nd and goal off that loss. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe hold them to 3 points.
Gabe moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, tied. The comeback is on. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Is back out on the field. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Ball handed off. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that 2nd level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Nittany Lions offense is on the move now.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on 3rd down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line, they get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the 1st down.
He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Can he get them on the ground? They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. No surprise, offense going for it on 4th down. Looking for a receiver. Complete with a running back on this 4th down play.
What a job by this quarterback here on 4th down. Had to survey the defense, eventually just goes to the check down for the running back, moves the chains, and keeps this drive going.
And the Nittany Lions will have 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. He'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Inside give now from the shotgun. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. Here, backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He escapes the pocket. They'll try a pass here. Accurate throw, catch made near the sideline. He does get the foot down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. second down play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give, and he will be stuffed for no gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Play of this drive in the championship game coming up. Starting to look like Notre Dame's March versus Ohio State. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop right at the line. This is a stubborn defense backed up against the goal line.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking for 6. And he's got it! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Looks left and finds his target there. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. This possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
That completion makes it second and medium. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. He's running out of time here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Caught by the receiver. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as he tries to cut into this lead. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because he can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. He's going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. RPO. The quarterback looks to his right. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They lose a yard on the play. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go quickly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. It's a dart to the left side. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
It's a bunch formation. Leaning on the run game here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So, nice job there by the defense.
The ball is picked off. Could take it all the way. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
What do you know, Chris? Another incompletion. You know, with how inept this passing game has been today, I don't have any confidence that they're going to be able to overcome this big of a deficit in the fourth quarter. If you gave them 2 more quarters, I still don't think they could get it done.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going...
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
That defensive back played that route so well. Right on the receiver's hip, he saw the ball and just swatted it away.
Tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll tackle him for a small gain. Needed a lot more on 3rd and long. timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. The Nittany Lions will line up to put it away. That's the first punt today for the offense. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking deep for late-game heroics. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Now, trailing by this much in the fourth quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
They look to throw it here on second down. Bringing pressure. A deep shot, but he paid for it. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. And he throws his third interception of the day.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost him.
They'll run it from the gun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense will just take a knee. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions.